You've won the Champions League, you've got loads of money, you're going to the board, you want to invest in youth facilities. Lo and behold, you look for the button, it's not even there. The board doesn't even give you the choice to upgrade your facilities. Is this a bug? I've been asked this question a few times when I've been streaming over on BTN Live. That happens 5 times a week. We do Bring Your Tactics on Wednesdays. You can bring your tactics in. And of course, we have playthroughs there too. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And well, on this channel, I answer simpler questions like this question: why can't I upgrade my youth facilities? Okay, this is something I think SI should address because it doesn't make this very clear. We have 2 hidden values in the game that aren't accessible to us when we're playing the game of Football Manager. If you go to check out your chairman, all you get is his name. You don't know what kind of a chairman he is. You don't know if he's going to support youth development or not. In reality, there are 2 values in the game we have no control over. One affects the entire club and the other affects the chairman. Youth importance is a rating that affects the entire club. It reflects how much a club is willing to invest in youth development. So a club could have a low value. That would just mean priority isn't towards youth development. In the game of Football Manager, the chairman also has attributes, but these are hidden. We don't know what these attributes are, and one of them actually affects youngster development. If the chairman's value is low, it can also range between 1 to 20, then that chairman is not interested in youth players. He wants you to go out there and sign players, bring them into the club who are ready to play. The existence of these 2 hidden values is the reason why sometimes you don't even get the option to ask the board for an increase in investment for youth development. Can these values change over time? Of course they can. There could be a takeover at your club. A new board comes in, takes over, and they have a priority. They want to invest in youth, and it can also shift the other way too. You could be managing a club where you've built up this academy and you're looking into the future. And it's happened to me in the game of Football Manager where the club went from wanting to invest in youth to not wanting to invest in youth. I had to leave the club in the end. The thing is, this is meant to be in the game. The problem is, it's not clear. When we play the game of Football Manager, there is no indication anywhere in the game that the chairman doesn't want to focus on youth development. There is nothing. There's nothing that tells you that. I mean, if you go in, maybe you get a club vision. But the thing is, if I go into club vision, almost every single club wants us to, sign younger players. But it doesn't give me the impression that youth development isn't a priority. So I think what SI need to do is to give us a profile of the chairman, a profile of the board. At least let us understand who we're working for in the long run, whether or not this board wants us to develop youth players. If the board is not likely or not interested in youth development, we should know about it straight up. It'd be nice for us if we go into the game, have all this information up front, right? We click on the club, tells you, hey, they're not interested in youth development. The reality is far from this, okay? Because in a real world, when you go to a chairman and you go to these boards, they're not going to give you information like this up front. They're not going to tell you, hey, we're not interested in youth development. You could get a riot on your hands from the fans. So this is going to be challenging for SI to address because on the one hand, I want complete transparency. On the other hand, I'm going, hey, but the real world isn't transparent. So this is something that we have to understand. So the next time you play the game of Football Manager and you can't improve your youth facilities, it's most likely going to be due to the board or the chairman. If you've got all the money in the world, of course. I mean, if you don't have any money, you living from hand to mouth, don't look at me, man. You have to get a positive overall balance first before you can go to the board and say you want to develop youth, right? So it's going to be a challenge for SI to find a way to make this information a bit more transparent. But for now, if you're struggling, it's probably down to the chairman and the youth importance for the club. Meanwhile, if you have more questions like this, please ask me on my stream and I'll try and get the answer out for you as soon as I can. Meanwhile, you guys stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.